Hi guys, welcome to the Goodish Girls. You're seeing three of us here today because Madison and I are so excited to introduce you to a great friend of ours. His name is Josh. He is going to be in charge of a monthly segment that we are doing called the Bookish Gentleman. So welcome, Josh.
Hi guys, you okay?
We're doing
Yeah.
great. This is amazing. Josh, tell the ladies where you're from.
I'm from across the sea actually. So I'm from the UK, a little country called Wales, right next to England, if you can't tell by the accent.
I have a question.
But I'm going to be offended, I can tell already. But go on.
Here's my question. So I have always said across the pond. Do we
Mhm.
do we not do we not say that? Is
We
that
do. I'm
wrong?
just no,
I've
no.
never heard
We
across the sea. I feel like that sounds better, but I said that to someone the other day and they laughed, but now I'm wondering if they laughed at me. Or
no, no,
if
no.
they...
I'm a little bit strange, so I said it wrong. So I apologize.
No, I like across the sea. I think we should use that one. That sounds like more fancy. Across the
Yeah,
sea.
it's more exotic, isn't it? You
It
know.
is. Yes. Then like across
Actually,
the pond.
the fact that you thought I was Scottish at first, that was really
I wasn't
offensive.
going to tell anybody that. I'm being attacked.
It was a secret.
It was a secret. No, originally we thought that Josh was Scottish when we were searching him online. So no, they're neighbors, but not quite.
Yeah, it's like a 9-hour drive. So yeah,
Yeah,
Well, that's not bad.
nah, it's not too bad. But
totally
the
different.
UK is literally like 50, probably say 100 times smaller than the US. So yeah, it's quite a
Yeah,
long drive from
well,
me.
the U.S. is massive.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a lot. There's a lot of land here. It's a lot. So
Mm.
each month, guys, we are going to be hosting a Bookish Gentleman segment on the Goodish Girls podcast, where we talk all things like male versus female perspective. We are going to kind of learn some things together. And Josh, you are fairly new to the bookish community, correct?
Oh yes.
What's your background on that?
So about I'd probably say a year and a half ago, I read my first book. It was Fourth Wing. I got pushed into it. Um, kind of wanted to do it.
Force.
Yeah, I was forcibly forced to read it. But I kind of wanted to because I'd never actually read a book from start to finish, so my reading skills were not reflected of my age, should we say. But yeah, absolutely loved Fourth Wing. Didn't think I would. Dragons, romance, and smut. But yeah, and since then I've read quite a lot now. So yeah, I'm loving it actually. It's really good.
And here we are. So yeah,
Hmm.
we're so Josh is learning what tropes are. So we're
Yes.
gonna go over those. He's gonna teach us some. And then Madison has some fun things for us as well during this episode. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Goodish Girls. I'm Dallas.
I'm Madison.
I'm Josh.
Woo! Welcome to the Bookish Gentleman. So as we had just known, is that Josh again you're new to the reading community, and
Hmm.
I've always been interested, like when we read these books. When I read a book, I am the FMC. Whether it
Hmm.
doesn't matter whether it's like ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, like Blood of Hercules, any of it. When I am reading, I am she. Like I'm looking through her eyes at whatever is happening. I want to know, does it work like that for you? Are you the MMC? Like when you're reading it, or like how do you see that? Or where do you envision yourself in the book?
Um, yeah, embarrassingly, I would probably say I'm the FMC as well. um, yeah, it's
I
kind of
love
made me
that.
realize. It kind of makes me realize that I'm quite soppy. Actually, I kind of like, I love love. Like, you know what I mean? And most of my favorite lines in the books are like love lines. Yeah, I like the romance in the books, which I definitely didn't think I would. Yeah, I do, because obviously, like you said, most points of view are from the female's point of view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I do see myself as the girl, kind of.
So when when Risan said, "There you are. I've been looking for you." You swooned with us.
Hard, very hard.
He was like,
Like
yes, I am
when
the
I
darling
first
in
read
question.
You can call me Feyre
thousand
now.
1,000%. When I first read ACOTAR, I didn't know who Rhysand was. I heard the name, but I obviously when I was reading the books, Tamlin's the first introduced love interest. And I was like, oh, who's Rhysand? He must be a side character. Boy, was I wrong. Yep.
Did you like
I,
Tamlin?
I did at first.
Oh,
I did.
same.
I
Okay,
thought,
good. We're all
yeah.
there's no judgment here.
Mm.
Cash judges me all the time. Like our other podcast host that used to be on, but is like, going off to become a mom. So she would judge me I'd be like, Tamlin. And then when we got in the second book and there was like no like beautiful proposal, I was like, bro, why would you not? Where is this beautiful proposal that I've been waiting for?
I know. Can we just touch on the fact what an absolute boss move? Rhysand turning up the wedding.
Yes.
I was literally reading the book and actually like gasped. I was like shooketh. It
Oh,
was unbelievable.
he's
But
just gonna take her away.
that's where my love
Wild.
of Rhysand started, and it hasn't ended.
Same. So then I ask another question, like about the ACOTAR series. Is, I guess if you are looking at it from the outside in, not as the FMC, which one do you like more, or do you like them even when we're talking about like Feyre versus Nesta? Because people have very high opinions of the two.
See, now, up until the last book, which obviously centers around Nesta, I couldn't
Mhm.
stand her. I absolutely hated her. I just
Wow.
thought, you're so ungrateful. Like,
Mhm.
she was, trying to keep up these appearances of being rich and whatever, which she wasn't anymore. And then you had Feyre literally providing for them, hunting in these like, perilous woods and stuff. I just
Mhm.
thought she was ungrateful. I couldn't stand her. Elaine, I liked Elaine. She was, your stereotypical pretty girl. Yeah, but then after the last book, Nesta's cool. I do love Nesta. She's really cool. I think Feyre's a little bit boring now in comparison. I think Nesta is. Am I right in saying she's more powerful?
To
I
be determined.
Yeah, I feel like it's very up in the air.
Mm.
What are your thoughts, Mads? I can see it on your face. For those listening and not watching, she has a thinking face on.
I have words. I think, in my little opinion, that Nesta does have the potential to be the most powerful because she's literally described as death reincarnate.
Hmm.
However, I have very high hopes for Elaine, and I think Elaine has the potential to be something really, really cool. And she reminds me of another character that I'm not going to say because I know you're reading Throne of Glass.
He's not there yet. He doesn't know her.
Okay, where are we in Throne of Glass? I gotta know though.
I was just saying this actually on the when we were speaking before. I made like a TikTok saying I was starting it, but work's been so busy. I've just been finishing the Spark the Everflame series and Heavenly Bodies, which, by the way, if you haven't read them, read them. The class. I haven't actually started it. I still haven't started it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a failure. I'm an absolute failure. I know.
So,
Fail.
guys, this is Josh's last episode with the Goodishgirls. Girls.
Welcome to the start and the end of the Bookish Gentleman. Goodbye.
Hope you enjoyed, guys. Bye.
Madison
kidding.
has fired him.
Listen, I love Throne of Glass. I just finished it a couple months ago, but there's a character in there that I think Elaine could live up to their potential. So Elaine's not my favorite. However, I am not sleeping on her yet. I do have high hopes, but at this point in time, I'm a Nesta girly through and through. That is my queen.
Yeah, I think either you have a Nesta in your life or you are her. Right? Like I feel like there's people who hate Nesta who like have a Nesta somewhere in their life and they're like, I can't stand you, or like you truly relate to her as a person with her history and her trauma and you feel for her and with her, therefore you like resonate with her.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that's interesting. And so then I ask Josh, how is it like reading these books with these MMCs or like the male main characters? Like you have like Rhysand and Cassian and Azriel, like every male within these books, even like kind of the bad guys, right? Or like not like the ones who end up like being like the good guys, I guess. They all are like look a certain way. Like
Yeah,
for
don't
the
go.
female main character, a lot of them, which sometimes is so frustrating, is they're like so small and dainty, but yet they can like wield this big sword and they're like good at fighting, and you're like, but how?
Like,
So
oh my
does
god,
that make a difference from your perspective?
yeah, it's kind of ruined my life. It's made me have like a self complex issue. Um, Apparently, if you're not like 6'7", have 19 abs, a 17
19.
a 17-foot long appendage. You apparently aren't sexy. And I definitely don't have those. So yeah, it's frustrating. I wish they'd be. I understand why they wrote like that, because obviously that's the stereotypical like good-looking guy.
Mhm.
But I kind of wish there was a more realistic book out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Right.
still reading them, so it
Just
can't be that
regular
bad.
guy. No, they're great. And you know, even though the FMCs are like, again, they're like thin and they're starving, but yet they're like super strong and they're powerful, all these things, which is amazing. But it is nice to eventually like read a book where you can relate more a little bit to the character.
Mm,
There was one that I read where the female main character was a little bit more relatable, and we covered it on our podcast. It was like A Fate Forged in Fire, where the main character, Amuro, is like tall and curvy, and she's got like curly red hair, and she is
mm.
super strong, and she was like born that way and raised that way. So that was kind of nice. But Madison, what do you think?
I don't think I've met. I mean, I don't think I've related to a character in fantasy yet. However, there are books out there where I have read where characters are more of the average, um, and like contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've read any in dark romance yet. But there are like a few romances where I've read where like she's taller than the guy, he has a dad bod. Um, I like those books because it's more realistic. I know sometimes people don't like a little bit of realism with their stories because it's like the time to disassociate and go to like
Mm-hmm.
another place. But
Yeah.
I personally love it. Like there was even one book I read where it was like based in Florida. And so as the author was like listing these places, it's like, oh my gosh, I actually know where that is.
Like, I've been there.
I
I
know
get
that
it.
place.
That's funny. I love
So I,
that. No, that makes
can I
sense.
ask a quick question?
No.
Yes. Oh.
Oh. So like as
She's feeling spicy. Go
so
ahead.
as female readers then, like in real life, do you prefer a dad bod, or would you rather date somebody who's absolutely jacked? Because I know girls like, from where I'm from, and they'd find that quite intimidating, where they'd feel like they have to keep up certain, they have to look like a goddess in essentially to
Mm-hmm.
match them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Mads, you go first.
I have an embarrassing story.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
spill the
So,
tea.
the part of Florida I'm from is very country bumpkin, yeehaw, all that jazz.
Yeah.
So we have like a lot of old things that my grandparents grew up with. And so I remember growing up, I would always go to my Nana's laundry room and she had like a little washboard. And so to this day, like, and I would always like play with it and I'd rub my nails on it and it would like make the little sound. To this
Mhm.
day, anytime I think of washboard abs, I'm just like, ugh. That
That's
is my
not where
take
I
on
thought that was
abs.
going.
Nope, nope,
I
nope.
it is very niche. It's very yeah. So I
I mean, when you
don't
said when you said embarrassing, I was expecting something like really bad, but
Yeah, I don't.
you know,
I did not see
no.
that coming.
That was just embarrassing
She has
little
you have
me
an ick for
mentality.
abs.
Like
It's okay if you do.
Madison, I'm your guy. I've got no abs in sight.
I don't have a complete ick, but there was like even one guy, he was a tutor for Orgo, and he like on the side during the summers, he'd be a bodybuilder, and my friend showed me a photo of him, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, get that away.
Because you got the ick.
I if it's like bulging, okay, even hot take, guys with like the veins and people freak out with like the veins on the arms. No, I'm sorry.
No. Okay.
Like
That's fair.
I can appreciate a vein because I'm like, oh, you must be like easy to stick whenever it comes time to drawing blood. But like whenever people like purposely flex,
And
although
Josh is looking.
Yep,
Josh
I'm
is
literally
looking. He's
trying to get a
checking.
vein. I don't know if I can. I can't get one out. Nah, yeah. Madison, I'm
but
still your guy. I'm still your guy.
I got
Oh
you,
my
Josh.
god.
Don't you worry. Although the only time I will accept veins showing is during COVID. I can't remember the guy's name, but he would post videos as he would like purposely do his fist to get his veins to show. But he would get paint and he'd actually paint his veins to create like flowers or trees. That I approve. Like, make it art, yes. But like, I'm gonna hold my breath and flex really hard. No.
That's hilarious. He made it art. That's adorable.
See,
I
you've made me a happy man now.
made
It's
Josh feel better.
Yeah, it's nice
That's
that
true.
women appreciate average
That's
Joes.
true. In books, yes to abs, yes to wings, yes to all the things, right? In real life, I don't need abs. I don't have abs. I don't expect you to have abs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it needs to be somewhat equal ground. However, you have to be like tall, right?
Mm.
And like my husband's 6'4", right? I need to be able to be like lifted. You have to be able to hold me and
The
carry me
princess
around.
twirl.
Yeah, like so he has a dad bod, right? But he's very strong. So I feel like it's a good balance, right? But I need a man that likes curves, right? Because I'm very curvy girl. It's just who I am, to have always been. It's fine. But also like will eat a lot of food because I like to eat a lot of food, but then also be super strong. So not lazy,
No.
right?
Yeah,
But
so like
like,
I
yeah.
know a lot of, like, including myself, like I'll go to the gym, so like, I'm not weak, I'm not super strong, I'm not, but yeah, I eat what I want, I don't care.
Yeah, eat all the food. I'm a big foodie
Mm.
girl. But no, I don't expect men in real life like for me to have abs. I feel like there are some people out there to have that do that, but I feel like if you're going to expect something, you need to have it as well.
I think for women though, like when you're talking about the tallness and obviously being strong, it's probably like a protection thing, isn't it? You feel safe around them then, like, does that play a role?
Yeah, I would say for me at least, but I don't know why I am the way that I am. I don't do confrontation, right? I do have
Mm.
anxiety. I don't have confrontation, but my toxic trait is that I will step on a chair to get into a man that is above 6 feet's face. I'm not joking.
As you should.
Like, if a man is 6 foot or above, I need to argue with him. But I can't argue with anybody else. It's wild. So like my husband, like I'll argue with him all day. But like, and then there's like people in my life. There was one at work that I know you probably know who I'm talking about, and I would just argue with him any chance that I got.
Please tell me you got a chair.
No, but one time I was standing on a chair for a different reason at work, and I was then taller than him, and I was like, "What's up?"
What you gonna
Do you
do
two live quite
now?
close to each other then?
So we actually worked together. We don't
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
Okay, so I want to get into Fourth Wing because we've kind of talked a little about ACOTAR. I want to get into Fourth Wing. So we obviously know and love Xaden, right?
Obviously.
What were your original thoughts on Dane?
I thought he was going to be the main love interest, obviously. How wrong I was. Um, can we swear on the podcast?
You can swear in
We
the
can swear,
yes,
yeah.
you can swear in
Okay.
the podcast.
Yeah, okay. He's a dick. I don't like him. The first book he started off fine. Then yeah, when he betrayed her, I was just like, you're an absolute snake. But yeah, at the beginning I liked him. Towards the end of the first book, I hated him. Second book, he kind of redeemed himself. Third book, he's in my good books again. But yeah, at the beginning, I couldn't stand him.
Okay. So as you are just getting into these books and reading and things like that, the man with the lighter color hair will never be the one.
Yep, I've realized that's a trope. As soon
It
as
took me a while to figure that out on my own.
I think ACOTAR was like my what is it now? I think my fifth or sixth like complete series that I finished now. And as soon as I realized, because obviously, like I said, I thought Tamlin was the main love interest, but then as soon as he was turned out to be blonde, I was like, "Yeah, he's gone."
Damn it. Can't pick that one.
No.
Yeah, there's only one that's like a maybe, and I think Mads, you and I maybe have talked about this before with like Lightlark.
Oh.
So the Lightlark series it's an unfinished series, so you don't know, but it is a love triangle between Grimm and Oro, who are there it is.
It's like I knew.
It's a great series.
I still need to read it.
But it is like a love triangle between Grimm and Oro, who Grimm has black hair and then Oro has blonde hair. And the decision has not been made. They are equally could choose one or the other. Why Isla won't just be a why choose and choose both, I don't know. But Oro better not win. That's my take.
I have a theory about Dane actually circling back. I think he is going to end up with Sloane. That's my prediction.
That seems very vanilla.
100%.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was thinking that was like an insane theory, but apparently not. But
no, that seems fair. And then my question is, what was your first take on Violet?
Annoying. The fact that she was like really weak, constantly complaining. Yeah, I don't know. She was quite a frustrating
even
character.
Even with her health
actually.
issues?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think.
Laughs.
I don't know. As a kid, I used to watch like quite a lot of anime, and I've always liked the powerful character, should we say? Hence why I like Rhysand and Xaden, etc. Yeah, she just whined a lot. She's not as bad as Feyre in book 1. Oh my god. Yeah, she was frustrating at the beginning. She's grown on me now. She is my number 1 FMC.
Oh, okay. I did not see that coming. Damn. All right. I don't know if I found her. I think if she didn't have the health issues that she had, I would probably feel that way. But girls like brittle.
I liked her in Fourth Wing. However, in Iron Flame, I was beefing with her so much because she and Xaden were just like constantly at one another. And she'd be like, why are you telling me like these things? And he's like, one, you're not asking the right questions. 2, homeboy's trying to just hide a rebellion. Like if he could tell you, he would. However, many people would die. So I'm like, even whenever I did my reread before Onyx Storm, I was like, just let him lead the rebellion. Stop getting mad over him literally saving lives.
Just let him watch TV.
If I remember rightly, doesn't she even say that? Like, she understands why he lied, but yet she still takes it out on him and acts like a bitch.
Yeah, does.
She is frustrating. Very frustrating.
Wild. I got mad at Xaden because I was like, what do you mean you're not asking just tell her. Why does it have to be a game? Why does she have to ask a certain question for you to answer? Why can you not just be honest? And that's what she was asking. She's like, why can't he just be honest? And I was like, that's a fair question, Violet. I get that.
Because it wouldn't be an interesting book if he would.
You're right.
That's why. They wanted to frustrate us, which it worked.
It did work. Was mad.
That, and what if he had her ask questions? Because also, so whenever they get carried away, they like rules and everything over the head. What if the reason he's like really pushing, like, you gotta ask these questions, because what if he's scared that he's gonna slip up, and then so she would have figured out his second signet earlier?
That's an interesting theory.
Yes, possible. That's fair.
She is like hyper intelligent, isn't she? She's probably like the most intelligent character in the series.
Yeah, she's really smart. Yeah.
Although she did miss Arik's signet, and I was like, girl, this one was so easy.
I'd be honest, I didn't pick up on this, so I'll take offense to that one.
Oh?
I think it was mostly towards the end where I think I just got mad at her for, again, not asking the right questions, because Arik was saying like, oh, like, we need to stay at this temple, we need to do these things, and I'm just like, why aren't we asking why? Like, why aren't we questioning him and figuring this out? So I think I have so many theories for who the brother is and a lot of things with Onyx Storm. I'm not going to go into it, but I just feel like Xaden was right, and Violet can still learn from asking the right questions.
Fair. I hate when Madison makes good points.
Listen, we had a lot of good points last episode.
We did.
I think the brother's Dane's here. I don't know why. I think it'd be like a full circle for his character then to fully like make up for all the shit that he did, you know?
I don't think he's the brother. I'll have to go through my TikToks, but someone made a really valid point that maybe Dane's dragon is the one that's lying about its name, and Dane actually has two signets. That's why whenever Sloane is pulling from him or like using him as an anchor, she's like, "Why do you have this much power?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it. It's on here."
I think I've seen that TikTok actually. Yeah, you could be right there.
Bum, bum. Damn. I don't know. Those are all great questions. I guess we'll find out once Rebecca is done writing her palette cleanser.
Right now, I'm just living vicariously through my neighbor who's reading it for the first time.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Although he is failing because I was like asking him for updates, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the Irids told Andarna no." And like prior to that, I think the last thing he said he read, I don't even know, it was something really insignificant. And I was like, "Hold on, back up. You're not gonna like you have nothing else to add?" And he's like, "Oh, you mean his mother and the arrow?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like these are big things to talk about." And he's like, "I was gonna mention it later." I'm like, "No, you mention it in the moment."
Okay, Josh, I'm going to need you to send Madison updates as you're reading Throne of Glass, please. So that way
Please.
she can feel better.
Fair enough. Yeah, I
Just
will
as
Listen.
you're
be.
getting through it.
I've probably
Whenever
got
I
like.
did my buddy read, I would send my friend, we would send like 20-minute long TED Talks to one another.
I mean, I'll probably be starting it like in the next week, 100% the next week. And I'm going
Oh,
for
all
Assassin's
right.
Blade
That's
first.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, she's going to be mad.
No.
Never mind. That's funny. So, Josh, you
Mhm.
again are new to the book world, as we have kind of talked about. You are learning tropes. Teach
Yes.
us a trope. What trope have you learned recently?
I think I picked up on it in Fourth Wing, and it's been in pretty much every book since. It's got to be the forced close proximity between the FMC and MMC. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, you obviously all do, but just in case, you'll have the main female character. She'll meet some tall, 19-abbed, sexy male who's the male main character. She'll hate him. She can't stand him, but she loves to look at him. Um, they'll be forced to train together, do a mission together. They'll go to a cottage. There'll only be one bed. And you know where this is going every single time. They end up loving each other. He'll be really broody and dark haired and not want to admit his feelings. Then she'll get hurt. Then it'll come to a crescendo where she'll admit a dying love. And then he'll admit it and it comes together. And then something happens and then they argue. And it starts all over again. Yeah, it's just a constant roller coaster. Every single book, I'm like, yeah, okay, there's this girl, there's this guy. I know where this is going, and every time it happens, and every time I'm like, oh my god, I didn't see this coming. But yeah, so
You're still surprised every time?
no, this is a little
Oh,
joke.
I was like,
But
that's so
you know what I
good.
mean?
I love that.
No, I definitely know it's coming. But
I do think
yeah,
you would like a Fate Fortune Fire.
yeah,
I do think you would. I do recommend that too because it has that, and then you think it's happening, and then plot twist that I was like, oh, I did not see that coming.
I think the biggest plot twist from all the books I've read so far. I don't know if you've read it, Phantasma. Have you read that yet?
I
Right.
have
Yes,
not.
you
I
have not
can
read that.
take
I
out
have
my
read that.
earbuds if you want me to. Are we talking spoilers?
Yeah. So like the well, actually no, I won't spoil it.
Oh,
I just guess
okay.
like
She took out her earbuds. She can't hear you. She's
oh
just
okay.
smiling.
Yeah, the spoiler where at the end where oh can't remember his name now. Um, he obviously is the devil's son and he's the
Yeah,
one running Phantasma.
that was pretty wild.
I literally was on a bus reading that and I actually gasped like and people were like what's wrong with him, you
Audibly,
know? It
they're like
was
that guy's weird.
unbelievable. It
Yeah,
was so
it
good.
was wild. I also did not see that coming. Um, but it made sense at the end, like a hot
Yes.
Danny Phantom.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give her a thumbs up. And headphones are back in. Welcome back, Madison.
We missed you, Mad.
I love that
I
you
was
did
like,
that.
after I took the headphones, I was like, wow, I don't know what to do with this time.
She's just staring at the screen. That's funny. No, I'm here. I'm 100% here for it. And Josh, during your new reading journey, what are some lines that you have liked the most?
Oh, so I've actually wrote these down, so I'm gonna have to look on my
Oh, all right,
phone.
all right. Get ready for
So,
our USA girlies. Get ready. The accent's here.
it is indeed. So I've got one from the ACOTAR series. I got one from Powerless series, and then one from the Fourth Wing series.
All right, you're gonna convince me to read Powerless with this one line, right? I've never read that series.
I also have not. I've heard mixed reviews.
Until you read Powerless, I'm not coming back again. That's simple as. So ACOTAR, the line is "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." I think that's quite a popular line actually, but I don't know why. It's just I like that line.
He's a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, I am. I love love. Powerless again is. I love one again, embarrassingly. Is "And I'll save your life again and again, aimlessly hoping you will allow me to stay in it." That's the Powerless one.
I do like that line.
That's cool.
I like that. That's cute. Yes, I like that line.
This line, the Fourth Wing line, is actually from Iron Flame. It's the end where Xaden saves Violet from the interrogation, where he thinks she's dead. Yeah, you probably know the line I'm going to say, but yeah, this one I've listened to quite a few times actually. So it's, "You want to know something true, something real? I love you. I'm in love with you. I have been since the night the snow fell on your hair and you kissed me for the first time. I'm grateful my life is tied to yours because it means I won't have to face another day without you in it." So yeah, I like that line.
Yes, snaps for Josh. Yes. Hopeless romantic.
Like those lines.
How did I do?
Some killer lines in Throne of Glass.
Out of 10, how did I do for my lines?
10 out of 10.
Fantastic.
10. Every month they got to get a little bit more in depth. So like, I want to put in a request. I have a request.
Come on then.
A romantic line and then a mid-spicy line.
Okay.
So I was
gonna pick a spicy line from Quicksilver, but I'll leave you waiting. I'll do that next time.
Oh, all right. I'm here for it. And then Madison, you had something fun for us planned this week. What do you have for us?
Yes. Okay, so we talked a little bit about tropes. I assume you both are familiar with the game Smash or Pass.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to list a bunch of different tropes. If you do not know what it means, I can explain and give some bookish examples. Simple as that. So say a trope, yay, nay. Let's get into it. Okay, so first trope, second chance romance. That is essentially whenever they might have dated in the past, they have history, they broke up, and then they're getting back together again. Example, in Halden's Psycho Little Mind, he probably thought he was going to have a second chance romance with Violet, but he sure did not.
Ew, pass.
Pass.
Ew.
Yeah. That was like, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat.
I know, I was waiting. I was like, what's he going to say?
He's thinking hard.
Depends on like the context of why they split up in the first place, I think. But 9 times out of 10, pass.
Unless they physically were like taken away from each other against their will, then it's a pass for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that wouldn't be second chance. I would just be like a reunion, but just like relationship on pause.
Yeah. Then no, pass. Next one.
This one, people have a lot of mixed feelings on. Can be a hot take, but fated mates.
Ooh, smash.
Yeah. Just finished.
I want fated mates.
Yeah, Heavenly Bodies, fated mates, smash.
Okay. Third one is love triangle.
Smash
if it can be a why choose.
That's not a love triangle. That's just why choose.
Connect the triangle. So they have to pick one?
Uh-huh.
Come on, it's gotta be smash. It makes the book interesting.
I know, but what if they pick the one I don't like?
Then you're wrong.
A fine smash. I'll read it, and I think of like Lightlark again. Like I love that series, but it is a love triangle. Okay,
I don't
smash.
know why my brain. I mean, whenever I wrote this one down, I went to, which I don't think was like a true love triangle, but like Gail and Peta, and also like Edward versus Jacob.
Oh no, then it would be a pass for me.
Okay, well, I didn't say anything.
She's like, just kidding. I actually didn't have that reference.
I actually didn't give a single example for that one. Age gap.
Smash if he's above 100 years old.
The
audible sound.
I feel I kind of have to say smash because there's always an age gap. There's always the girl's always way younger. So yeah, smash.
Smash.
Okay. And then the last one I have is hidden identity, and I will explain this one. So this is essentially like, for example, if you're reading a rom-com and girl meets guy, but it's like,
He's secretly Batman.
yes. But I was gonna say maybe like a pop star or an actor, but I like Batman.
He's actually Spider-Man.
I mean, if he's Batman, smash. Yeah, smash. Why not?
I don't know.
Makes him edgy, makes him a bit different, you know. Bit of a bad boy, hiding his real true identity.
I might
or
pass.
alter ego.
That's
I might pass
valid.
on that.
That's valid. No
She
tea,
likes
no
she
shade.
likes an honest man.
Listen, this
Yeah.
is a safe space.
It is a safe space. I might pass. If you guys find a book that will change my mind, I'll read it. I am open to
I've
change.
only read one that had a hidden identity, but I read that like back in middle school, maybe.
And when I think hidden identity, I don't mean like Josh, right, from Lights Out. Like that doesn't count. That's a smash.
Guys, I've got a hidden identity. She's lying.
I was about to say, Josh is like, am I hiding something?
Josh is like, where? That's awesome. So, speaking of Josh and Josh from Lights Out, each month that we get together for the Bookish Gentleman segment, we are going to choose a book that Josh has never read. Madison and I may or may not have already read that book. If we haven't, we'll all read together. And if we have, we're just going to do a reread or re-listen to it. And then we are going to come back next month and talk about it and explain the new tropes that we've learned, which is so exciting, and find some good lines that we like from those books. So this month, we are going to assign a book that Madison and I have already read. But Josh, want to play you a line from the book so you can get a little sneak peek, and then we're going to read it, and then we're going to talk about it next month.
Let's get it on. Come on.
Sick. Okay, so this line, it's iconic. It's more haha funny, not spicy.
The ring of an alarm jarred me out of sleep. I shot up in bed, and for a second I couldn't see anything. Fear punched through me. Had the contacts rolled into the back of my eyes while I slept and severed my optic nerves? Was that even possible? Allie groaned somewhere nearby.
What is that sound?
I don't know. I've gone blind, I said, voice laced with panic. Fuck, that was the second time I'd forgotten to disguise it.
What?
She yelped, and the mattress shifted with her movement. Help me, I whimpered, Batman style. And yes, it was just as pathetic as it sounds.
Oh my god.
She said with a shaky laugh.
You're not blind. Your dumb baklava slid sideways.
It's called a balaclava, I told her.
And what did I say?
Baklava. One is a mask, the other a delicious dessert.
Oh my god.
That's
iconic.
I mean, I already know the book
a lot
from
of that
the
book, maybe.
I already know the book from the Batman voice. I already know.
You're going to love it.
Do you want to confirm it?
Yeah, so for those who did not get the reference, this month we are reading I'm going to grab it. This month we are reading Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. Again, this is a reread for Mads and I, but this will be the first time for our lovely friend Josh. So Josh, meet Josh. I know you'll love him. You like Batman. He is Batman, sort of.
I'm Batman.
You guys will have fun.
Batman.
I am Batman. Yes,
I am
exactly.
Batman.
So I cannot. Okay.
Can I just say how original you are picking a book that has the name Josh when I'm called Josh? It's amazing.
We thought it was very clever of us.
I'm
Unbelievable.
really interested to see how you do with that because I'm reading a book now, and it's like a mentioned for a second, really a side character, but her name's Madison, and I was like reading, I was like, oh hey, that's me. But this one's like main character, so have fun with that.
Can't relate. Have
I-
stupid name.
I already know what's going to happen. I'm just going to be like walking around the house, just saying the lines and just being Batman. I already know it.
And then you should record yourself doing that and send it to us.
Yeah, it's going to be like
science.
TikTok.
Yes,
After
for
reading-
science, for research purposes.
Obviously.
All right, guys. So this month we're going to read, again, Lights Out by Navessa Allen. That was really fun. And thank you for joining us with the Bookish Gentleman. We will see you next month. Again, I'm Dallas.
I'm Madison.
I'm Josh.
Woo, bye, guys. Can't get enough of the Goodish Girls? Follow us on social media for sneak peeks at our upcoming episodes and bonus content.